All right, people, we back. Fade to Black Sports Radio. We back for another one, y'all. We back for another one. We about to hit these sports. You got me, Omar, and your boy Kris on the line. Kris, say hello to the people, man.
What's going on, everybody? Fade to Black. Here with y'all again, man. Happy to be here.
Yeah, y'all. We got a lot of stuff to cover this show. It's always something going on in the sports world. That's why we love it. Again, this is an informal show. We're going to give it to y'all raw and uncut like we do. Swag it out. Y'all come enjoy. Again, you can follow us on the YouTube page, Fade to Black Sports Radio. Comment, subscribe, feel free. It'll be up. It's a live stream going right now, so you're seeing it just like we're giving it to you. Next week, we'll have our blog talk up going again so you can call in as well. But this time it's just going to be the podcast. So y'all sit back, enjoy, watch us do our thing.
Yeah, we want to apologize, everybody. Thanks for staying with us, Fade to Black #2. So we're on our way. Give us time to get all the kinks out. That's all that's going to take time. So we're going to have the call-in show. We appreciate you guys out there watching. We appreciate you guys favoriting us and tweeting us back and Facebook liking us. Everything you guys are doing, we really, really appreciate it. Give me and Omar time to get going. Matter of fact, Omar, you want to give him the number? Just so you guys know, you can't call today, but Omar's right. We're hoping to have that cleaned up. We apologize for Wednesday. We were ready to get in and talk with you guys, but we're still having technical difficulties. So we're going to get it worked out, y'all. We're going to get it worked out. We are.
All right, enough of the apologies. It is what it is. The call-in number is 347-826-9718. You call in next week. Hey, we covered that. Let's get into these sports, man. Let's go.
All right, Omar, ready to jump into it. So, y'all, we got to talk about the big topic going on in sports right now. We got to talk about the Deflatriots. Oh, no, I meant the Patriots. So, y'all heard all the jokes, Deflategate, everything going on. Omar, is this even a big deal? What do you think about the whole Deflategate?
Well, I don't know how many times I had to say this. I really don't. The Patriots cheat. That's just it. The whole organization, nobody's exempt, from the coach to Tom Brady, all the way down to the practice squad to the ball boy. They cheat. Everybody's on board with it. Not only do they cheat, they're really good, and they don't give a damn about cheating. That's the thing. It's almost getting to the point. It's so ridiculous. It's funny. Okay, so you're telling me you cheated at Spygate, won a Super Bowl off a cheat. I ain't forgot. Beat the Rams. You didn't deserve it. Okay? You cheat the Ravens, obviously, the week prior. You cheat them. You're getting blasted by former Ravens players like Ray Lewis. And then you come back the very next week and you going to go Lane Kiffin and deflate the balls. That was funny when he did it in college. You're going to do that in the pros. You're going to deflate not one ball. Hold on. You're going to deflate 11 out of 12 balls. Why did you leave the one ball? Just deflate all of them. And then I know the refs were like, damn, we keep on taking these balls out of circulation. Why does every ball come back squishy? These guys are just straight up ridiculous cheaters, man. And at a certain point, I'm like, okay, the league doesn't care. The league turns a blind eye. This was the Super Bowl is the biggest game in sports. And you didn't do nothing about that. So you ain't going to do nothing about this. What you going to do? Take a draft pick? Some draft pick in 2025 when Bill Belichick is old and gray, can care less. Tom Brady been retired. In the NFL, you win now, man. Nobody cares about that. The Patriots, what do they care about draft picks, man? What you going to find Robert Kraft? Is this the same dude with Kraft macaroni? You know how many people eat that? What does the fine go do, man? You gonna find him $100,000, 200 grand. Y'all taking more money out of Marshawn Lynch's pocket than the Patriots because the brother don't want to talk. But the Patriots are sitting up here cheating. They don't give a damn. Kris, they don't care, man. I mean, Tom Brady's stick was hilarious to me. It was funny, man. Some people like to caress the balls. Some people like bumpy balls. Some people like smooth balls. I like my balls like that. It was funny to me, man. They're making a mockery of the whole NFL, man. They don't care. That's my opinion, man. What you got? I mean, some should be done, but the commissioner's a joke, man. I mean, he's a joke. He's not going to do anything. What do you think?
Yeah, man. I mean, everything you're saying, man, just what do we know about the Patriots? I mean, what is their MO? Eventually, if you see somebody do the same thing over and over, eventually you got to call it what it is, right? I mean, how many times am I going to let you cheat me? I can't be playing spades with you and always see you hiding that card and be like, oh, no, you actually beat me legit this time. Now, to that being told, it doesn't mean you're not a good spades player, and it doesn't mean you can't beat me straight up. Some people just got to cheat, and that's what this likens to, man, is the fact that I think Bill Belichick and the Patriots, they get off on cheating. They just got to cheat. The sad thing, is they didn't have to cheat. They ran the Colts off the field. I mean, seriously, you blew them out. What was it, 45-7 or whatever the final score was? You didn't even need to cheat, and you're still like, you know what? We're going to bring these deflated balls too, and we're going to hand the ball off. Tom Brady ain't even throwing it. We're handing off a deflated ball. Makes no sense. Patriots, they just don't care. That's what it comes down to. They're going to cheat because if they're going in the game, I guarantee Belichick's like, all right, got my game plan for the defense. I'm good to go. How can I cheat? Like, I guarantee that's part of what they're doing on the walkthroughs. And don't tell me you love Tom Brady's stick. I love Bill Belichick. All of a sudden now you're answering questions. I was like, where's the mumble face Bill Belichick I'm used to? Now all of a sudden you're like, no, I really don't know what's going on. I mean, I know everything about the balls. I know that sometimes we practice with slippery balls. Sometimes we practice with muddy balls. Sometimes we practice with overinflated balls just so I can game plan. But on game day, I don't even be around the balls. Like, balls? What are you talking about? I loved it, man. And to that point, seriously, how many times can you get away with it? Like, Spygate, you already were caught. The NFL destroyed the tape. I said it before. I'll say it again. The NFL was like, Kris, what? That tape gone? Yeah, they cheated. We go ahead and give them a draft pick or give them a fine. You know good and well the NFL doesn't care either. Because, I mean, Belichick gets a laugh out of it. The NFL only cares when it's the brothers. They only care when it's the players. They don't care when it's the upper echelon, when it's the Belichicks and the owner. What are you really going to do to Robert Kraft? Seriously. And you know good and well they want the Patriots in the Super Bowl. So, yeah, it's sad. I mean, we're going through all this for nothing. Y'all know what's going to happen. Slap on the wrist. Y'all already know what's going to happen. And the Patriots are going to cheat again. Y'all think this is it? Come on. You think with Brady getting older, Belichick ain't going to find another way to cheat? He's going to cheat again. That's the sad thing about it. But now that being said, man, do I really care? I can't really say I care too much. I mean, like Kevin did it. It was funny. You still would have killed the Colts with it. It just goes to show that the NFL just doesn't care if you're the rich, upper echelon guy. They just want to beat down the poor players. That's all they want to do. So that's the biggest takeaway I'm taking away from it. Oh, I guess the next question I asked you about the topic is, what do you think should happen then? Like, what would you do if the Patriots are found cheating, which they won't be. The NFL's going to find a way to make this softer than it is. But, let's say blatantly Bill Belichick, they have the footage of them deflating the balls a minute and a half before kickoff. What do you think should actually happen to them, Mo?
Well, we know what's going to happen. The ball boy is going to get clipped. Let's be honest. The poor ball boy that makes $5 an hour is going to get clipped. Let's be honest. That's what's going to happen. But, man, you know, it's really like a sticky subject because we're making light of it. But when you really think about it, we could say the Patriots were a superior team. I told you my feelings on Andrew Luck. He sucks. I mean, but whatever. But that's beside the point. the Patriots were the superior team, we think. But it's almost like PEDs to me. Like when you go into a game knowing you have an unfair advantage, then you're willing to take more risks. Now you're playing a different game now. You know what I mean? Like, how do I know that if Tom Brady's using regulation footballs, the ones, he's up there with a Nerf football, dog, basically. I mean, he could wing that thing like crazy. I was wondering why he was throwing missiles all over the place. I'm like, damn, Tom Brady looks strong as hell. But yeah, man, look, my thing is, how do you know? Maybe he's uncomfortable. Maybe he fumbles some snaps. I don't know what would happen. People cheat for a reason, because they get an advantage. So who's to say what that advantage is? Maybe it wouldn't be a 38-point game. Maybe it's worth, I don't know how many points it's worth. How many points is a cheat worth? At the end of the day, you're cheating for a reason. And not only that, man, let's get this out of their head that they don't have to cheat. Cheating is not an option for them. They're cheaters. That's what they do. Just as sure as they line up 11 men on offense, 11 men on defense, they are going to cheat. This has been rumored about the Patriots way before Spygate, man. They've always been cheaters. They've always been cheaters. I mean, this is just what they do. And I'll tell you this, man. The NFL is going to try to sweep this under the rug.
Yeah.
But you basically have them cheating on the most important games of the year and getting caught. Look, if I'm betting on these games, this affects a lot. Let's be honest. Pro football is a big bet. Let's keep it real. Fantasy football, all that. Yeah. People like this stuff so much because they put dollars on this. Ducats, dinero, cash, cake. So my thing is, man, I'm not going to be the guy that I think they got a problem here brewing, and they're going to try to sweep it under the rug. But you're questioning the integrity of the game, man. You're telling me that you win a Super Bowl off a cheat and nothing happens? Now, my dad proposed that they should have made a drastic step, either vacated the Super Bowl win, put an asterisk, called it a draw, something. But it's like, what do you do with all the money that's transferred, going from hand to hand? I mean, it's like the Patriots are altering the betting lines, man, with this cheating crowd. It's really ridiculous, man. I would honestly say, if they're found guilty, you got to suspend Belichick for a whole year, man. You got to suspend him, man. You got to suspend them and maybe say the Patriots are not eligible for the playoffs. I mean, you're making up rules anyway. Roger Goodell don't care about no rules. Make a rule. I mean, make an arbitrary rule. Agent Peterson, last time I checked, ain't played it down for whooping his own damn kid. Not your kid, his kid. His kid that he provides for. Not the one that you provide for. His kid.
Like, y'all out in America didn't get a butt whipping when you were coming up, or didn't whip people. But that's another day.
Yeah, I'm getting off topic, but I'm just saying, man, don't act like we don't have a rule to cover. It's funny how the rules get thrown around when it fits your purpose. I got a rule, but we don't have a rule, so we can't really do that. But yet, my man Marshawn Lynch can get fined every other week. Now, you're telling me, I'm getting off topic, but I'm sorry, man. This pissed me off. That bogus cheap shot Clay Matthews put on Russell Wilson is less of a fine than Marshawn Lynch not talking to reporters. And he talks. Now, he might not say what you want him to say, but they talk about finding the hell out this boy for the Super Bowl. I mean, he's not a circus animal, man. So I'm saying, if you're going to come down on him, but you're going to let the Patriots slide on an integrity of the game issue, I think you got to lay the wood to these dudes because they are not going to stop cheating, man. And I mean, you're going to cause football players, I mean, let's be honest, man. These guys take hits to the head, man. You're not going to keep cheating me, and I know you're cheating me. I'm going to take matters into my own hands. Tom Brady go mess around and somebody go take out his knees, man.
Mm-hmm.
Or somebody go run over to the sideline after the play and just accidentally tackle the hell out of Bill Belichick into the Gatorade. I'm trying to tell you, man. That's my opinion, man. What you think, man? Something got to be done.
Man, a lot of everything you said, man, I agree with. I'm just like, how can you? Here's my thing about the NFL, and I love football, but here's what I hate about the NFL. Goodell, you can go so hard on the brothers, you can go so hard on the players.
Sure.
You're telling me, honestly, you got a known cheater, and you got to do something this time around. You just got to. Because, my thing on it is Deflategate the worst thing? I don't know. Omar made a great point. We just really won't know. We don't know if when Gronk spiked that ball, that ball all of a sudden just ducked into the field and moved. You're like, that's kind of weird. So we don't know what really it meant. And I would still think the Patriots were going to whip the Colts anyway because they whipped them the last 3 times. But how do we know the last 4 times they played them, they didn't deflate all the balls all 4 times? Sure. That's what you can't put past the Patriots. This is a 2-time offense. Omar, you are so right about that. You got caught with Spygate. It has to be double the fine. Hey, don't we live in a country that if it's a brother committing a crime, I guarantee the second time he's getting the wood laid to him.
The second time?
Oh, yeah, my bad.
What?
So, doesn't it got to be right both ways? I mean, so Sean Payton, who did like Belichick and was like, hey, I didn't know nothing about what was going on, with hitting people and doing all that. He got a year, okay? Yeah. So you're now a 2-time cheater. That was Payton's first time. Don't give me this, well, we warned him in the y'all just wanted to hit him hard because we know the truth, Goodell. You only care about the NFL's money. So all you cared about was, well, we got a concussion lawsuit coming. So we need to go ahead and put out there that we care about people getting hit in the head. Y'all don't care about people getting hit in the head. If you cared about people getting hit in the head, you would address these issues long before people started dying. Rest in peace, Julius Saya. You would have cared before then. So don't tell me you care about the players. Yeah. So if you're going to hit people hard, how do you not hit Bill Belichick hard? So I'm with Omar. Here's what I would do. You got to suspend Bill Belichick. Like, don't tell me about a fine. Robert Kraft, Bill Belichick, 2 of the highest paid people. Get out of here. A first-round draft pick? Yeah, that really hurts a team that's perennial winning the AFC East. I know they're really missing that one player because they're going to go sign Darrelle Revis to trade for him. So, yes, you got to hit him. Now, I'm not one of those people who's like, right now, I want to see the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I'm going to be honest. So, I would go ahead and let the Super Bowl play out. I would show check those balls. I would make sure Bill Belichick doesn't have cameras all over the field. He did cheat against the Rams. Greatest show on turf. All of a sudden they couldn't score. Y'all know he cheated. So I'm with Omar. Even though Omar's from St. Louis, hey, look at when you watched that game, you were like, this is kind of weird. The greatest show on turf can't score all of a sudden. So
hold on. East St. Louis, y'all. East St. Louis. But go ahead.
Let me make sure I get that right. Southern California, so LA.
Whatever, man.
So if you got all of that, you got to hit Belichick hard. He better get, I would give him at least 4 games. I could see him getting 8 games. That would be the penalty I put on him, and it would go next year. You just got to suspend him where it hurts. If you don't send a message to Belichick, he's cheating as soon as the spotlight's off in preseason next year, he's cheating again. He's going to find another way to cheat. This has to be it. If you're going to hit people hard, Belichick has to be hit hard. But I'm like Omar. I haven't seen it yet. The only time you saw it was the Saints, and that doesn't count. That was about money. So I want to see someone actually higher up, Bill Belichick, not a player, not someone like Adrian Peterson, who, hey, y'all, he wasn't convicted of a felony, so why are we treating him like he was? Seriously. Like, it wasn't the punishment has to fit the crime, okay? You double jeopardized Ray Rice. You already got him in trouble, and you came back and got him in trouble. And I'm not saying I condone what Ray Rice did. I'll be the first to tell you she hit a woman, not for me to get off the topic, but you got to be fair. So if you hit Ray Rice hard on his second time when that tape came out and he got suspended without pay for the rest of the year, hey, this is Belichick's second offense. And I'm not saying he hit his wife, but he cheated the game. Pete Rose is still out of baseball for cheating the game.
Yep.
If you're in baseball and you cheat, you're suspended games. The spit on the ball and all that sort of stuff, Belichick is a known cheater. Second offense. I'm with Omar. Suspension. 4 games to 8 games seems right to me. Year, I would like to see the NFL do it. So that's just my take on it.
And I'll say one more thing, man. The problem with them being cheaters also is they some creative cheaters, man. I mean, like that. I mean, how can you anticipate the ways that they go cheat? I mean, these guys, I'm not going to lie, man. It's hilarious at the same time. And, I mean, Belichick said, I don't know how he likes his balls. That was classic. I got to admit, man, this stuff was funny, man. But, yeah, they got to do something about these guys, man. Yeah. I mean, this is athletics, man. This is pure competition, man. I mean, this is why we love this stuff, man. I don't want to see a cheater get rewarded. I mean, it's like it's pure competition. This is what it's about. I mean, come on, Patriots. I mean, I would say y'all better than this, but y'all aren't. I mean, that's what y'all do. Yeah, I mean, let's keep it real. That's what they do. They're like, no apologies, man. That's the thing that's so funny, too, man. They make a joke out of it or just be like, yeah, we cheated, so? And, I mean, just straight up G-code. Like, what you gonna do about it? I respect it now. I do respect it. It's gangster. But it's cheap, man. It's cheap, and I'm getting sick of it. That's all I got, man.
I guess the only other thing in the topic, so does this put a black eye on the Patriots' success to you? Do you actually still validate all the wins, all the championships, or are you looking at them less now?
Okay, man. Let's be honest. When you cheat somebody, do you get full credit? You don't. Now, I know of cases where people have been accused of cheating. Barry Bonds. Y'all invalidate. Y'all act like he don't got the home run record. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, he don't get mentioned. The dude's not in the Hall of Fame, and he won 4 MVPs skinny. Skinny. And he's not in the Hall of Fame. But now, all we do is sing Tom Brady's and Bill Belichick's praise. Now, don't get me wrong. They some bad boys. But why is the media so what's the word I'm looking for, man? They just so different when it's certain people, man. It's like when it's fade to black. You don't want to hear a black man's perspective, don't listen. When it's a white dude, it's always different. I caught you red-handed cheating, man. Red-handed. I could just be suspected of cheating. You start saying stuff like, his head looked bigger. How you know? You ain't measured it. Maybe I just got a big head. Maybe my daddy head got bigger as he got older. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? Mark McGuire, dude's forearms was big as my Popeye arm, and nobody knew he was taking steroids. Nobody knew. I sat up there and watched him throw the ball. The media lobbied for pitchers to throw the ball right down the plate for this dude to hit. You see what I'm saying? No problem until Barry Bonds break the record. So, it's ridiculous, man. It's racist. It's ridiculous. Tom Brady and Bill Belichick got to be knocked down some off this pedestal, man, because you're blatantly cheating, man. You're blatantly cheating. It's not like, ooh, we accidentally won off something cheap. I mean, it's like it's getting good to you, man. You know how when something getting good to you, you just don't want to stop doing it? I mean, it's like, it's good to me. I love cheating. They almost like cheating. I think if they win without cheating, it's not as satisfying to them, man. It's like they probably be in the locker room like, damn, did you see we pulled on them fools? Baltimore didn't know where the hell we was going with the ball. You know they clowning, man. They like, man, they was so confused. It was so funny to us, man. They laughing, drinking beers. I know what they doing, man. I know what y'all doing to it. I mean, you getting over. It's like, I'm not advocating this and not saying I've ever done this. But you know how, like, let's say you pull up to the fast food window, right? And they give you your food. This happened to me a couple weeks ago. They give you your food, But then you realize, hold up, they didn't charge me for this. No, that's really not. You got over. You feel kind of bad, but you feel kind of good too when you start looking at the gas prices. You see what I'm saying? Or when you start thinking about the ingredients McDonald's is putting in the food, you're like, yeah, I got one back. You know what I'm saying? But the Patriots are taking it another step further, man. They're cheating on purpose. It's like this comes with playing New England, man. I remember LaDainian Tomlinson said a long time ago when they were favored and they lost to the Patriots, man, and they said, man, these guys have been cheating for years. I remember that. That stuck out to me.
Yep.
When Marty Schottenheimer couldn't quite get over the hump, man, they had a better team and they should have won. And it was like, how did the Patriots beat them, man? They were clearly not as good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they had the second best LT of all time. The first one is Lawrence Taylor to play for the Giants. Y'all better know about something. Do some history, I'm telling you. But yeah, man, I just think, man, Tom Brady is a bad boy. Bill Belichick, I still think is the best coach. But it's like, damn, man, why you got to cheat all the time, man? I mean, and why is the media, I can think what I want to think about you. But the media's job, why are y'all not painting them in a negative light?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you destroyed Barry Bonds.
Sure did.
What's the difference?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we know what the difference is. Let's just keep it real. We can see the difference. I mean, it's so clear. It's like, Brady, who else would know about the balls being deflated? And one more thing, man. How the hell the refs touching these balls and they can't tell they're deflated?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the refs should have went over to Bill Belichick and said, look, man, we know what the hell you're doing. Every time I take a ball out of circulation, I get one back that's even softer. I feel like Sherman, man. I'm not grabbing a roll of tissue paper. What is going on, man? I mean, you're playing Nerf football out here, man. It's the pros. We all know how pro football feels inflated. It's hard.
Yeah.
Come on, man. But that's it for me, man. I could go on all day about this, man. These Patriots be cheating, man. Ah!
I mean, you really could go on all day about the Patriots cheating. All I'll say is this, Omar, man, you bring up a lot of great points. For me, I got to say, you know they're cheating. I mean, how many times can I watch you cheat and be like, gosh, you just going to cheat again, and you just going to cheat again? And you know I love Tom Brady, Omar. You know I love Tom Brady. I already call him. He's one of the top 5 quarterbacks ever played the game. I think he's going to end up top 3, maybe 1. So we're going to have that discussion.
1.
So Tom Brady is a bad boy, and Bill Belichick, you got to give him credit. I mean, I saw a team that was defensively heavy in the first few Super Bowls. You get Randy Moss, you become the greatest offense I've seen since the greatest show on turf. I mean, what way does he not win? I'll run the ball down your throat. I'll throw the ball down your throat. I mean, you can't game plan for the Patriots because they game plan for you. So Bill Belichick's a great coach. Tom Brady's a great quarterback. But, man, they're always going to be cheating. So, at that point, I got to say it takes it a little bit away from me, but only a little bit. I just got to be honest, Omar. When all's said and done, Belichick's still going to be a Hall of Fame coach to me. Tom Brady's still going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback. And I'm just going to know they cheated. It's just going to be an asterisk. And, yeah, I just want to see them hit hard for cheating. How about we go ahead, give Bill Belichick his suspension, and then let him come back and continue to win? Like, he's going to get a chance for redemption. I don't know why you have to sweep it under the bus. And, you know, one thing me and Omar talk about all the time, we got to keep it real. I'm going to be honest. I won't go as far as to say I know for a fact it's racism because I know why they went after Barry Bonds. But at the same time, I saw Roger Clemens get it pretty bad, too.
So, that was just a cover-up, man. We know what that was. So come on, man.
Roger Clemens was a white guy who got just as bad.
Oh, man. No, he didn't. He didn't go to jail. He wasn't trying to put him in jail. No, he didn't.
Now, they did have him on trial, and they had his syringe and everything. Now, he ended up getting it dismissed, though. So, but like you said. Oh,
conveniently.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Dismissed. Oh.
He was facing jail time. But to that point, so I don't know if this is an owner thing or a money thing, but one thing Omar's right about is definitely we going to sweep the Patriots under the bus thing, but Marshawn Lynch, we going to find him. We going to find his homeboy who gave him a handshake. I'm like, good Lord, y'all just going to find everybody he rolls with.
Find his whole family, man.
Find his whole whole family. We gonna find your mama who's watching the game was like, I was grabbing my crotch too, son. So I mean, come on, just treat it fair. That's all I'm asking. So at the end of the day, we gonna give Belichick his credit. We gonna give Brady his credit. But dude's a cheater. They're cheaters, and they're cheating, and they're gonna cheat again because I'm sorry. Once the dude's a klepto, the only thing that's gonna stop him from going to the mall and stealing some draws, even though he's a millionaire like my homeboy from Dallas Cowboys, is him getting caught. That's it. I'm with Omar on that. It's time for some punishment. Let's see what they do.
Yeah.
So, all right, Omar, I guess we'll move off of Deflate Gate. The next thing, so tomorrow's the Pro Bowl, so we get a chance. And now the Pro Bowl is going to get crazy ratings. America loves football, even scrimmage football, where how many starters have they gone through now? Who is even going to be there at this point? Everybody's just staying at home. They're to the point where Andy Dalton got called to the game somehow. I think I heard Andy Dalton's going to be there. So when you got people like that at the Pro Bowl, but yet, America's going to watch, are you going to be one of the millions of Americans that are going to be watching that game tomorrow?
Okay. You just gave me a news flash. I'm going to say this. I will never watch something of my free will where I have to watch Andy Dalton play in a meaningless game. Okay? Anytime you're telling me that I don't care if 31 quarterbacks was hurt, Andy Dalton gets invited, that tells you it's a meaningless game. I'm sorry, Andy. You can't play, man. I know I use the word bum a lot. You're a bum. You're a bum. You're holding your franchise hostage. Let me get on this promo.
Replacing your boy Aaron Rodgers, by the way. So Aaron's not.
What? Hold on. Are you telling me they went from? That's like going from like caviar to Taco Bell imitation meat, dog. I mean, come on, man. You can't do that to somebody, man. You can't expect sirloin, prime rib, and get McDonald's mystery meat, dog. It ain't gonna work, man. But yeah, man. I mean, really, to me, the Pro Bowl is cool, man, but it's really outlived its usefulness, man. I thought they should have made it more like a skills competition game. Nobody wants to see scrimmage football. They look like how me, you, and the homeboys will be out there playing football. Like, hey, man, if you hit me too hard, you know we're going to be scrapping. Now, I'm out here playing football, but I got to go to work in the morning, man. If you tackle me and I hurt my leg or something, man, we got to fight. That's it, man. Don't start tripping. But then you got the one dude, like Sean Taylor, my man, rest in peace, man. R.I.P. Sean Taylor. That be lighting people up at the Pro Bowl. Now, that's always funny. When you see somebody that don't know this is an exhibition, one of them dudes on defense, because you know them dudes who play defense be crazy. One of them crazy dudes on defense that's headhunting no matter what. It's no wonder James Harrison, I bet they was like, you get an invite, but you ain't getting in the game, dude. Because we not going to have you busting people upside the head, man. But, yeah, man, I mean, it's exhibition football. It's like we already got the preseason. I mean, and the preseason sucks. So just name the Pro Bowlers and have a skills competition, man. I mean, everybody want to go to Hawaii, but now people ain't even going to Hawaii. That should tell you something's wrong with the game, man. And let me tell you something about Hawaii, okay? I've been there. Yeah, I've been around the globe. Hawaii is off the chain. So if you don't want to go to paradise, man, that should tell you for free. I mean, I mean, the beautiful women, the beautiful environment. Yeah, some of them bring their wives. I mean, yeah, I understand. It's family time too. You go to the beach, whatever. You can do everything in Hawaii. If you don't want to go, if everybody's opting out, if you're telling me like you live in Green Bay and you'd rather stay in Green Bay, that should tell you don't nobody got time for that, man. Just make it relaxing, man. I mean, these guys, half of them get aggravated going through the motions in football. It's like, what is the point, man? I'd rather see Aaron Rodgers, you know, throwing the balls in a quarterback skills competition. Or the receivers running little routes. Now, don't have them on the beach playing, what was that, sand football that time? I forgot who that was that blew out their knee. Not smart NFL. You don't have nobody running full speed in sand in a hole. Ignorant idea. I would have scratched that immediately. Like, hey y'all, 250 pounds cutting on sand, not good. But yeah, man, I say, man, go on and kill the Pro Bowl. I know it's a money grab. Damn, don't y'all have enough money? How much money could y'all possibly grab?
Man.
I mean, people will watch a skills competition. I know I would. I would watch that, Chris. I would actually watch that. I mean, people will watch NFL players play video games against each other, man. It don't matter. I mean, it's boring, man. It's boring. Then you got the one dude that's obviously trying to win the MVP. So he going hard as hell. Like, imagine Adrian Peterson hitting the hole in the Pro Bowl. Do I really want to tackle this guy or Marshawn Lynch? I'm not tackling no Marshawn Lynch for what? Meaninglessly? Why should I get face planted or embarrassed? No, I don't think so, man. I'm cool. I'll be olaying like a mug. I look like a matador. Olay. You go wherever you want to go with me. What you gonna do? Talk about he outran me in the Pro Bowl? I don't care. They probably over there drinking on the sideline anyway. Fade to black. That's the opinion of a dude that likes to get faded. I know what y'all doing. Y'all over there drinking on the sideline. Y'all ain't slick. Well, go ahead, Chris, man. What you think, Doc?
Man, a lot of what you said. I mean, Omar, people will watch anything that has to do with football. That's what this comes down to. People watch the combine. Y'all, Americans are tuning into dudes in their underwear in a tight T-shirt doing push-ups and sit-ups, jumping around and running. That's what you know the obsession of football. And I'm sorry, man. I love football. I love football so much, I even watch preseason. I can't wait for August. I'm watching the Hall of Fame game.
I don't.
That's how bad it is. I'm just happy it's back. But the Pro Bowl, so let me get this straight. I want to watch a sport where you got to hit people and you got to tackle people. I'm going to watch the version where no one hits or no one tackles. Can someone explain that to me? Like, well, that's like watching basketball saying, all right, it's the NBA All-Star game. You're just not going to put the ball in the hoop today. You're going to just dribble it around for 10 hours. No, man, I'm not watching that. So, let me make this real clear. Am I watching the Pro Bowl tomorrow? Hell no. Not watching the Pro Bowl ever. And I like they're trying new stuff. I like that they're trying, let's draft the people and let's do it like a schoolyard film. That just confuses me, y'all. To see Peyton Manning last year and his center on the other side. So he's going to come over before he retires and I'm like, y'all doing way too much at that point, man. I don't need to see all that. I just name the team. That's where I completely agree with Omar with. And you know something, when all the players are dropping out, when the players don't want to go, why should I want to watch? I mean, Omar, everything you said about Hawaii is right. Hawaii is beautiful. Shout out to all our Hawaiians watching the show, man. My best friends from college.
Hold on, what they know?
Yeah, we're going to let them call it, tell us what you know. Shout out to all the Hawaiians watching the show. But yeah, man, you don't want to go to Hawaii. Something's wrong. I mean, I was there last year, and I did it with the wife, like Omar said. I still had a good time. No, I was kidding. Man, I don't understand why somebody would watch the Pro Bowl. That's what it comes down to. I'm going to be watching anything else. I got to admit, I'll probably watch Coming to America for the 497th time over the Pro Bowl. That's just the way it is. I'll see what the score is. Yeah, I know what the score is going to be. It's going to be what? 56-49 is going to be the final score, and I'll see the highlights. That's all I need to see about the Pro Bowl, man. And, yeah, Andy Dalton, that should tell you why you don't want to watch. I mean, Omar hit it there right there. We're going to get on Andy Dalton another day. No, I'm not watching the Pro Bowl. I'm not.
Yeah, they need to kill that. That dog won't hunt no more, man. That dog don't hunt. Put that dog down, man.
But it's a money grab. About 15 million people are going to watch the Pro Bowl tomorrow, more than some freaking Major League Baseball, World Series games. It's the truth. So I get it. They'll keep it going.
Damn, man, you don't got nothing better to do with your time than watch that crap.
Man, I would hope you do. Coming to America. Just put it on again. I know you got the DVD. Put it on.
She's your queen to be. Hey, man, classic, man. Hey, y'all better know about it. Fade to Black, man. We love that movie. I'm trying to tell you.
Love that movie. Love that movie. All right, man. So, all right, y'all. We gave y'all football, man. Let's go ahead and run down the back half of the show. We got to get into our other love, man. You want to jump into some NBA, Omar?
Oh,
So,
well,
let's talk about that.
well, did you want to cover the last thing in football with Johnny, or you want to skip
I'm
that?
going to skip it today because I'm going to hit a couple of these basketball topics.
All right.
So, yeah, man, we'll get to you, Johnny Football, another day, man. You coming? I got a real strong opinion about that. Omar does. So, but moving on to the NBA, man. So, Omar, let's talk about another All-Star game. You got the NBA All-Star starters were just named. So, we got this game coming in February. Now, that is an All-Star game I'm going to watch. Don't call me a hypocrite. I love the NBA All-Star game. But now, knowing the All-Star starters were named, what stood out with you about the All-Star starters?
Okay. I'm going to start, well, a couple things. I'm going to start in the West because there's a lot of controversy right now with the Western All-Star team. Okay? Now, I love the All-Star game too, And let's be clear about the All-Star game. The All-Star game is about seeing the biggest stars. You want to see the up-and-coming talent, but you also pay homage, silent H, whatever you want to do, to the legends of the game that's still around, man. As long as they're still productive. Now, I'm not talking about a guy like KG making an all-star team. KG right now is headbutting dudes. Nice headbutt on Dwight. He's a sucker. He deserved it, by the way. But, yeah, man, a guy like Kobe Bryant is in the West all-star starting team. Kobe just injured himself. But I understand why fans vote him in. I mean, he's a starter. Look, y'all, the guy's still averaging 20-something points, running out there with an 8th grade high school basketball team, man. I mean, like, they talk about his shooting percentage. You try shooting when you got a bunch of self-checks out there, man. And if you don't know what self-check is, go to the YMCA and you'll see about 20 of them. Self-checks. In other words, you don't guard them. You just say, please do something with the ball so we can get the rebound and go back down the court. Okay? I mean, so get off Kobe, man. And Kobe hate, we're about to get into that, but it's ridiculous. But my other glaring problem with this starting lineup is, and I got a big problem with this. I'm sorry. I gotta call it how I see it. I like Anthony Davis, star player, young stud. Even though he got elbowed in the chest in the game in Cleveland, nationally televised, the new star against the old star, LeBron against Anthony Davis. He got elbowed in the chest and had to go to the hospital. I didn't quite understand that. I was like, Anthony, surely you can shake that off, man. You didn't have heart palpitations. So, in other words, you need to toughen up a little bit, dude. Toughen up. Big man game. But you're going to tell me that because John Hollinger then came up with the PR, the PBT, the win share, the plus-minus hockey statistic, and I hate hockey. I'm keeping it real. Fade to black, we will not be talking hockey. You're going to tell me because he came up with this stupid statistic, PER, I mean, what? It's made up, man. It's made up. Nobody can tell me they know what it is. It's got about 80 different variables. Stats are for losers, okay? And it's made up stats. Made up stats. We got to come up with another category, man. Made up stats? You're going to tell me that this guy is starting over Kevin Durant, the MVP last year. The MVP. A legitimate superstar, man. Because you trying to push this other kid. That's my problem with the NBA, man. They're always trying to get you prepared for the next best thing instead of letting them prove they're the next best thing. Make the playoffs, man. Do something. Kevin Durant has earned his rep, man. He has earned his rep. We got to do something about these fans, man, because you're out of hand, fans. If the ESPN starts this campaign and they push guys down your throat and then y'all just start voting Use your own brain. You're telling me a guy that, I mean, yeah, we know him from the unibrow. Don't lose the unibrow, man. You need that. I don't like it, and I would cut mine. Clearly, I would cut mine. But it works for you, man. You awkward anyway, so keep the unibrow. It works. But how could he be starting over Kevin Durant, man?
Mm.
You got no Russell Westbrook starting, no Kevin Durant. At least you can say, okay, Russell's not starting. You got Steph Curry in there. Okay, whatever, man. It's cool. Steph Curry, best team in the NBA right now, and he's a beast. He's a baller. But how could you not have Kevin Durant, man? I don't get it. Now he's going to be a reserve? What?
Oh my God. How do you take him missing so many games at the beginning of the season?
Hey, man, he back. He back and he balling. And I don't care if he played one game. What about the other 7 years worth of games? Don't we have a sample size?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, quit telling me about Anthony Davis, man. I can see the dude can ball.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, get in the playoffs, man. Get your credibility. Get your rep. You got to earn a rep in the NBA, man. You got to earn a rep. Reps ain't given. I saw Kevin Durant in the NBA when they sent the team over in Europe or whatever in the World Championships. I saw him as the best player on the court, man. I saw it. I ain't got to be told about it, man. I mean, like, come on, man. It's just ridiculous. And as far as the East, man, I know you want to get in here, man. I ain't going to hog it too bad. As far as the East, man, JV League, man. What can I say? JV. It's JV. I mean, only way they can compete is if they the dude like Sean Taylor, RIP, in the Pro Bowl going hard as hell while the West is just playing around.
Mm.
No disrespect to Kyle Lowry, man. Good player, solid player, competitive, feisty, bad disposition. I like guys like that, man. He thinks he's better than what he is, so he is. In effect, he makes himself better than what he is. Good leader, scrappy guy. But come on, man. You're starting the All-Star game? Would you even make the team in the West? Mm-hmm. Hell no, I answer it. No. You would just be the dude talking about I got snubbed. And you would keep getting snubbed your whole life. That's it, man. They might as well change your name on the back of your jersey to Snub. Because you wouldn't get no burn in the West, man. Look, this is why guys like LeBron, when they say he coming out West, no, he not. Why would he come out to the real NBA? Because I got a theory, man. It's two separate NBAs, man. And if you don't believe me, look at the Eastern Conference team, man. It's two separate NBAs, man. I mean, this is like the Civil War, man, the North and the South, man. It's two separate things, man. I mean, that team just sucks. I gotta be honest, man. I ain't even seen the reserves. I mean, like, it's JV, man.
Later this week. Reserves will be named later this week.
Yeah, so that's my opinion, my preliminary thoughts, man. What you got, man?
Man, a lot of what you said, man, I got to go beyond a couple things, man. I'll start with where I agree. I think the fans got it right, and I'm going to tell you why, because it's the fans' game, y'all. I mean, Omar, you got 7 reserves that are going to be picked by the coaches and by the GMs and the other players. So, I mean, the reserves are going to round out the team. If you're one of the top 12 players, you're going to get in the game. Yeah, every year I hear 1 or 2 who should have made it, but let's be real. If you're truly great, you're not in the bottom of the 12. You're going to be in the top 5, 6, 7, or 8. So if the fans want to see Kobe, I'm with it. And that's where I can't disagree with the way it happened. So I just want to come out first and say I like the fan voting. It's the starters. I mean, all y'all complaining about, oh, Kobe doesn't deserve to be there. Kobe is one of the greatest players ever played a game. We're only going to have him a little bit longer. Let's enjoy Kobe Bryant. There's going to be plenty of All-Star games without Kobe coming, and Kobe's hurt anyway. Me and Omar are going to get into that. So he's going to be replaced by somebody, either Westbrook or Harden's deserving, and they're going to start. So don't worry. Don't worry about the fan vote. Now, that being said, where do I disagree with the fans this year? I got to say, I do disagree with the Kobe because I love the Lakers and I love Kobe Bryant, but James Harden, and I can't stand James Harden. I'm going to be accused of that on this show. We're going to get into that. Harden, I got to give you credit this year, man. This year you balling. Houston's pretty good. You're their best player. I mean, it's you taking a step forward. I give
Houston sucks. Let's be honest. They suck. Imposter. Imposter. But go ahead, man. Sorry.
He convinced me. Houston sucks. We're done. Houston sucks. And Harden, I still defensively, you got a long way to go. The great ones I know, the great two guys, Jordan, Kobe. If we get into them, they play D. Harden, you ain't locking down nobody. And then on top of that, Harden, why can't I double team you? I just feel like when the game's big, like we saw against Portland last year in the playoffs, your shooting percentage plummets because I can funnel my defense against you, and the truly great ones figure out a way. So that's Harden. That's another day. But Harden, I'll give credit where credit's due. This year you're balling, and you deserve to be an all-star starter. So that would be it. Also in the West, Omar. You were so late to the party on Anthony Davis.
No, I'm not.
Anthony Davis is slowly becoming, and I'm going to say it, Omar, the best player in basketball.
Oh, my God.
This guy can do it all. Defense, and I said becoming, okay? I know it sounds blasphemous, becoming. He can do it all. He blocks shots, plays defense, rebounds, scores. How many 30, 10, 30, 20 games can a guy have? He is coming, y'all, and he's only been in the league, this is his, second or third year? I mean, the guy is still young. Anthony Davis is going to become a beast. I told Omar this, and he was like, Kris, you're blasphemous. Anthony Davis is a better KG. KG is one of the best players I've seen. He's a Hall of Famer. Anthony Davis reminds me of that guy, just with more offensive prowess. Let Anthony Davis get some more time in. It's coming. If he wasn't in the West, if Anthony Davis was in the East, I'm sorry. He's making the playoffs. He's beating all these teams, and we're going to get into what we think about the East. Yeah, the East is the JV league. I mean, me and Omar are about to get into it. If Anthony Davis was out there like LeBron lucked out and got to go to the East at the beginning of his career, that team would be playing a lot better. The Pelicans would be right there. But they're in the West. They're just not one of the top 9 teams in basketball. They're in the West, excuse me. So, but Anthony Davis, the stats don't lie. And I'm with Omar. I hate some stats. Stats for losers. Omar will say Raheem, that's his boy. And Raheem! I agree with Omar on the stats. PER, what is PER? Seriously, John Hollinger, me and Omar are engineers, and the PER was harder than some of the math I remember doing in a lot of engineering classes I had. You can make up a stat. Omar, let's make this real clear to everybody watching right now. I can make up a stat to make LeBron James the best player in the league. I'm going to make points times 2, rebounds 0.75, divided by assist on a Sunday when it's dark outside, and then on the 25th hour of the third moon, how many points does he have? Boop, LeBron leads the league in PR. Like, what does that mean, dog?
Right. That's meaningless.
If you're going to come up with a stat that makes no sense, I'm done. John Hollinger, please. Okay, but we're not the only two who hate Hollinger. I watched the message rules. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Anthony Davis isn't about the stats to me. I watched the guy play, and what can he not do? So where I disagree with Omar is, honestly, I agree with Omar that Durant has to start because he is, I'm sorry, one of the top 3 players in the NBA. Since he's come back from injury, he's right back there. You don't hold that against him. I mean, Melo and Kobe are starting, and I think both deservedly so. So, honestly, Durant should start. The one I would think, you could take off, maybe Blake Griffin, because I think Anthony Davis, for me, has surpassed him this year just on the court. And then Marc Gasol, Marc Gasol is having a tremendous year, but, really, Marc Gasol, he's not scoring a lot of points. He's not going to be that guy you can go to. So I'd have been okay with Durant over those two. I'm with Omar. But I got Durant and I got Anthony Davis starting. That's where I actually disagree with Omar. Now, get into the East. It's the JV league. We all know this. Y'all see the stats. Come on. Let's be real. You got who? Milwaukee right now is in the playoffs in the East? Seriously, Milwaukee? And I love what Milwaukee's doing, but since my boy got injured, what can you do with a rookie? You shouldn't be.
Jabari Parker.
You shouldn't be in the playoffs. Let's be real. Phoenix is right now at 8 seed, and you could see Oklahoma City keep Phoenix out. Phoenix is a very good team out in the West people are sleeping on. So the East, that being said, I disagree with you, man. Kyle Lowry is balling this year. And let me tell you why. DeMar DeRozan got hurt And Toronto is still winning games. And yeah, it is the JV league, but they've come out west and beat some West teams. So I give Lowry credit. I thought Lowry and Wall were perfect picks. Those are my two guards I'm starting in the East. I thought America got it right for what you're dealing with. Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook, all better than Lowry. I agree. I mean, let's be real.
That's all I said. All I said. I didn't say he wasn't balling.
So I mean, he would have stub on his back shirt in the West, but guess what? He's in the East, and he's one of the ones I thought definitely had to go. LeBron's got to be in the All-Star game. LeBron's LeBron. And then Pau Gasol. I mean, you got to take someone from Chicago. You could have said Jimmy Butler, but I like Pau because I think Pau's keeping the team together. So I like the pick of Pau. So, yeah, I mean, the East, I mean, what are y'all going to say about the East? Seriously, name 4 good teams in the East. You can't. So, I mean, let's be real. Yeah, you can make a case for Paul Millsap or Al Horford, but then you have to tell me which one. I think they're both important to Atlanta's success, and that's more, me and Omar about to get on that in a minute. That's more of a cohesive unit. So, yeah, in the end, the All-Star game's going to be in New York. You got to start Melo. You got it. You got it. So don't give me this Melo doesn't deserve to be this. Tell me Melo's not one of the top 5 or 6 players in the East. I can't wait. Let's have some people call in on that. Tell me Melo's not one of the best players in the East. I don't care what New York's doing. So, yeah, I agree with Omar on that. You know, that's pretty much the breakdown. So, Kevin Durant, I'm not as mad as Omar about the snub, just like I'm not as mad about Russell Westbrook because Westbrook was hurt too. I also think Russell Westbrook's one of the top 3 players in the NBA, but you're telling me Steph Curry doesn't deserve to be starting the All-Star? I mean, that's just it, man. I mean, and Kobe, I'm okay with that. I would have been okay with Harden. I mean, Steph Curry with the shot. I mean, Drake said it. I mean, you know, you got to start him. So I'm okay with the way it laid out. I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really dispute nothing you said. I mean, too hard, except for, I just think your reputation has to be earned. And a lot of guys, I'll close with this, a lot of guys put up big numbers in meaningless games. I mean, I'm like, I need you to put up the numbers when you win. Yeah. And then that's when I value numbers. Other than that, man, you could be a guy that's just real good at getting your stats. I mean, hell, if you ain't winning, what impact does it make? I mean, your stats need to be coming in games you win. That's just the way I feel about that. Then I'm like, all right, he's legit. And then not only that, you can't pull no James Harden in the playoffs. If you pull a James Harden in the playoffs, like, James, we ain't forgot. We saw you when you played Miami. Well, we saw somebody out there. We didn't see you. We saw a dude with a big beard in a James Harden jersey. And I ain't forgot. Let me get on him for 1 second. I ain't forgot when you let my man Ron Artest bow you in the dome like that. I mean, like, damn, man. You just gonna let a man, you're a man. You just gonna let a man, I know he changed his name to Meta World Peace. And that's very strange. And Ron will scrap, man, unless you Bill Wallace. He will fight you. But you let a dude bow you in the head, man, I think you're soft, man. I think you're soft. And in the playoffs, when you launching them 30-foot broke threes or coming to the lane just flailing your arms trying to get a call, they're not going to give you that. I never seen a guy hit 5 shots and end up with 30 points. You don't even make shots. I mean, like, I thought the NBA, this new NBA where the goal is to draw a foul, is weak, man. It's weak. I mean, I wouldn't give y'all none of them calls. I'm sorry. Get buckets. Get buckets. If you're a big-time scorer, get buckets then. That's what I say about that, man. But I just had to. That was just a little aside, you know. Yep. So if it's not Kobe, it better be Russell Westbrook. Yep. That's all I'm going to say about that. It better be Russell because I know what he'll do in the big game. Greg Popovich had to cuss out his team behind Russell Westbrook in the playoffs last year. I mean, I saw Miami say, hey, we cannot check this dude. I saw it. Like, they just put their hands up like, hey, he going off. What are we going to do? So, hey, he earned his rep. But that's the way I feel about that, man.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
I agree with a lot of what you said. So, moving on to the next topic. Me and Omar got to get into one of our favorite players of all time. I mean, we love this guy. So shout out to Kobe. We just told him All-Star game starter again. Kobe again, still holding it down this many years in the league. Man, you just hurt your shoulder, man. We saw it. It was painful. It looks like it's a tear. Oh, all reports now are he's going to shut it down. I mean, is it time for Kobe to hang it up? I mean, are we getting to that point? What do you think?
Well, let me say this as far as hanging it up. I'm not hanging it up until I get all my money, first off. Okay, so let's be clear. I'm not hanging it up. And let's be clear about another thing for all you haters. Kobe Bryant, top 5 dead or alive. Yeah, I said it. Top 5 dead or alive. Okay? That's just it. Now, you want to talk about, he shoots too much. He's a ball jack. Oh, yeah? Last time I checked on the NBA all-time score list, he was number 3. Last time I checked, he got 5 rings and 7 finals trips. So obviously his team does pretty well when he shoots the ball. And last time I checked, a 2-guard's job is to get buckets.
Shooting guard?
Yeah, a shooting guard. Who's he supposed to pass it to? Smush Parker? Kwame Brown? Yeah, y'all don't know who these people are, do you? These are people he had to play with in his career. I tried to watch the Laker game. I tried to watch it this year, man. I was like, I gotta watch the Lakers. I couldn't even watch it, man. I didn't know who the hell was on the court, man. He out there running Jeremy Lin, talking about I want to shoot game winners. For what? So you can miss the whole rim? You suck, man. You suck. The team suck. We talk about Swagger P. Like, first off, why does this dude even have a nickname? I mean, like, and no, he's kind of funny. He's kind of a funny guy. I'm not saying
down and gave him that nickname. So
come on, man. The dude doesn't even pass. You talk about a ball jack. He don't do nothing but shoot. Nothing. I mean, the Lakers are a disgrace, man, and they got Kobe hurt. Byron, like, man, I look over at the bench, and I'm like, I got to keep Kobe in. Byron's like, it's depressing. I got to play a dude that just came off an Achilles tear, okay? Old man injury. I saw Dan Marino tear his. I saw Chauncey Billups tear his. Guess what they had in common with Kobe? They were old. All of a sudden, you make a move, and it's like you just took sniper fire, dog. You just go down in a heap. This is why I don't play basketball no more. I'm 38, y'all. I go to the gym where it's safe, okay? I'm not about to be running around no 25-year-old. Next thing you know, I jump, and I'm grabbing my leg like I just got shot. No. So these are the type injuries Kobe's getting, man. You tear your rotator cuff on a dunk. I never heard of nothing like that, man. But I mean, Kobe is just defiant, man. This is one of the things I love his game, man. But his attitude, it's like you guys have never given me my credit. You always want to hate. He can't help it. He came right behind Michael Jordan, y'all. It's always difficult for the guy that comes right behind a legend. Like Larry Holmes, if you know boxing, never got his credit of being great because he came right behind Ali, the greatest. It doesn't take away from Michael Jordan to give Kobe Bryant his credit. I never understood that. You don't have to take away from Shaq to give Kobe his credit. Y'all watching greatness. You've watched greatness for 17 years, man, and he's never gotten his credit. 1 MVP, and Steve Nash got 2. I mean, that just goes to show. LeBron James got 4, and Kobe's got 1. That shows to show the MVP is totally meaningless. Because what? I thought it was about wins. He got 5 championships. Oh, I thought it was about stats. Number 3 all-time score. 40 points for what? A whole month? Outscored the Dallas Mavericks in a game by himself for 3 quarters? The Dallas Mavericks that beat your boy LeBron James in the finals. That Dallas Mavericks. 81? In an NBA game? I'm not talking about NBA Jam back in the day. He's on fire. I mean, like, was around when Allen Iverson was the man. Lived through Michael Jordan, Tracy McGrady. Still defiant, man. Still a baller. I'll say, Kobe, man, try to get healthy. They was pushing you too hard. I knew you was going to get hurt again. I mean, you can't play those type of minutes coming off of that injury, man. I mean, your body, you have to overcompensate. It leads to more injury. I'm hoping he doesn't retire, man, and I wouldn't retire. I'm getting paid. The Lakers owe me. You owe me for running me out here, first off with that idiot D'Antoni that ran me into the ground trying to save his job last year.
Yeah.
That's when I hurt my Achilles, dragging a bum with no heart like Dwight Howard them to the playoffs. I drug them. Let's not forget, Kobe Bryant was beasting last year. Beasting. And you ran him into the ground. No, you owe me my money. I'm getting paid. You got to run me out here with this. They don't even have an NBA starter anywhere on their roster, man. They really don't, man. Yeah, I'm getting paid. No, I'm not retiring. I got to look at Jim Buss, who is emotional and has run the Lakers into the ground. Yeah, you're gonna scratch them checks, buddy. You're gonna scratch my checks. Believe me. I ain't retiring. You ran Magic Johnson away. Jerry West. Phil Jackson you disrespected. You think I'm letting you off the hook without getting paid? I wouldn't care if Kobe sat out next year too. Pay the man. That's my opinion, man.
Yeah, man, Omar. I mean, a lot of what you're saying is just dead on, y'all. I mean, you can't watch the games and not see that Kobe Bryant's one of the greatest ever to play. So just give credit where credit's due. And I understand you might hate Kobe, and I don't know what the reasons are. I don't know if it was Denver. I don't know if it was the fact that he came in speaking different languages. I don't know if it was the fact that, he talked a little bit like Jordan when he was first coming in, had the swag. But like you said, it's not his fault. He's a two-guard. Shooting guard. It's in the title. He's supposed to shoot. I don't understand. You're supposed to do what you do well and help your team win.
Yeah.
And he won 5 championships and went to 7 finals. Doing what he does well, scoring. Michael Jordan led the league in shots damn near every season he played.
Every year.
So why all of a sudden are you like, he shoots too much? What does that mean? If you're the best option on the court, and side note, this is why I love Russell Westbrook, one of the top 3 players in the NBA right now. Yeah, I said it. Is because how do you shoot too much? If you're rolling and you're the best option, why does my first option have to be, let me see what Durant's doing? How about I continue to kill this team and make them adjust? Me and Omar have been watching basketball too long, y'all. You make the team adjust. What's the first rule of defense? Stop ball. If you can't stop the ball, then what do? And with Kobe Bryant, you can't stop the ball. He's one of the greatest ever. Yes, I would have signed him to that long-term deal. So everything Omar's saying, I mean, Kobe won MVP. I mean, seriously, I'll say it on this show, and I've said it before, and we'll get phone calls on this one. I think Jordan is slightly better than Kobe. Yeah, I said it, slightly, and that's right now. Kobe's not done. Okay, so right now, Kobe will go down as a better offensive player. Yeah, I said it than Michael. I didn't see Michael go 81 on jump shots. Yeah, he was doing that. And don't tell me he shoots too much. I saw the game. They were down against Toronto. He had to do it to win the game. The best game and that wasn't the best game I saw Kobe play. Omar, the greatest offensive performance I saw. Kobe Bryant, 63, Dallas, 61. Dallas had just won the championship or came off of the foul, whatever the case was that year. I forgot. But Dallas, that was the dirt great Dallas team. Kobe had them in the third quarter. They were up like 20 or 30. Kobe sat out. He'd have went for 90. Okay? So
A hundo. He would have dropped a hundo on him, man.
Dropped a hundo.
Hey, man, he told Dirk and the Whiskey, you bad, but let me show you what real bad is. Let me go Michael Jackson bad on you, man. Michael Jackson bad. I said it. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Since we both got an MVP, Dirk got one and Kobe got one? Come on, that don't make sense. So, yeah, I mean, what does the MVP mean when LeBron how do you have more MVPs than titles? That's just what I don't understand. How are you the best player on the planet but then you lose to a team without even an all-star. I'm like, I'm sorry. Me and Omar have gone on this. San Antonio was not the better team last year. I don't care what the media says. San Antonio was not the better player, and Kawhi Leonard probably isn't an all-star this year, but that was the best player I saw in the finals last year. So, hey, that looked like the guy to me. So that being said, man, everything you said about Kobe is right. The only thing I got to say is I don't know if this deal was the best deal. I look at other people. I look at Tim Duncan taking $10 million a year. I look at Dirk Nowitzki taking a pay cut so you can bring in a Rondo and a Parsons and Monte Ellis. And I just wish Kobe would have maybe took a little less money. I get that he deserves it. I'm cool with that. And first of all, one thing I will admit to Omar, I'll say all y'all out there, how am I going to tell somebody how much money to take? I'm always taking the most money. So anytime a job comes up, I'm not taking a pay cut for the company, okay? So the fact that they're Lakers and they're making a lot of money, I get Kobe asking for that. I just think, the Lakers could have been a little smarter with what they did. Now, that being said, no, Kobe shouldn't retire. I mean, I still think you don't go out like that. You don't go out with an injury. You deserve the Lakers to put something around you better than Jeremy Lin and Swaggy P. And Swaggy P, I kind of love you, Swaggy P. I love you more, man. Iggy Azalea, shout out to Swaggy P, dog. Swaggy P is doing it, guys.
Iggy Azalea sucks. She's garbage. Garbage. And let me, since you brought her up, she better get in line and quit smarting off to the very community that showed her how to do the shit. Okay, Iggy, fall back, play your position. You just imitate. You know what I'm saying? When the veterans, when the true greats of the game try to tell you something, you better shut your butt up and listen. All right? Well, go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Not too off the subject, but Fancy might have been the best hip-hop song last year. That just tells you the state of rap right now. But anyway, so we're going to be done.
Fancy sucked. Well, go ahead, man. Sorry.
So, Swaggy P, I love you, man. But, yeah, Swaggy P's a six man. Let's be real, y'all. He's a Jamal Crawford light. So, I mean, let's call it what it is. And that's the Lakers' second best player, the sixth man. So, there's problems there, man. So, yeah, Kobe shouldn't retire, man. I think, he deserves to go out, man. Look at what – and the Spurs organization, me and Omar are probably going to get into this another day, but just look at what they do. I mean, Tim Duncan, also one of the top 10 ever to do it. Look at what they do around him just to keep him going. Kobe deserves that. So, yeah, no, I agree with Omar. It is definitely not time for Kobe to retire. It's not. It's not.
Yeah, I got to say, man, I mean, it's an organizational thing, like you said, man. I mean, you guys owe this guy better than that. I mean, yeah, I'm all for taking a pay cut, but if I got faith in you, I mean, we've gotten into this plenty of times, man. The Lakers organization right now is a train wreck. I mean, you gave Lamar Odom away for a ham sandwich because you got mad.
Here, let me pose this question to you, and then I'll let you rant for a bit. So, getting into Kobe, like two of our favorite loves, we both love Phil Jackson. We both agree the Lakers should have gave him a shot. We both love the Lakers. You're about to get into it. I mean, whose future's brighter? Is it the Lakers? Are you losing faith in the Lakers? Do you think the Knicks ever will do something? Who has a brighter future?
Man, whoa. You talk about two train wrecks here, man. This is a tough question, man. Because, on the one hand, I'm going to dispel this myth about the Knicks. The mecca of basketball. When was the last time the Knicks have won something? I mean, like, were we even born? I mean, you're talking about when Phil Jackson was a player for the Knicks? Are we going back to Earl the Pearl them? I mean, like, what are we talking about here, man?
Clyde Frazier?
Yeah, I mean, what are we talking about? So, I mean, I know, for my New York callers, y'all think the world is centered around New York. But guess what? They play basketball in other places that matter. I mean, all the dudes that's from New York that play, they had this big rep, like my man Stephon Marbury, and they didn't materialize into what we thought they were. You know what I'm saying? He was good, and he was laughing at that Chinese dude that tried to dunk over them 5 people. That was hilarious, man. You jumped right into his back. I've never seen that like that. You got to see it. It was hilarious. But, yeah, man, I don't know, man. It's like the Knicks, The only thing that's giving me a moment of pause is that Phil Jackson has some credibility in the basketball circles, but I said this when they hired Phil. Phil burned a lot of bridges and rubbed people the wrong way. So I don't know about him as a GM. Will people work with Phil? Phil was extremely arrogant, very aloof, and condescending, man. He really was. Phil was that guy that acts like he's smarter than you. You know, it's basketball. Yeah, you're a great coach. But let's be clear. You did have 3 of the top 10 players who ever played the game. You were fortunate, and you won. That's great. I'm not knocking it. I love Phil. But the whole I'm smarter than everybody thing, I think that's going to inhibit people working with them in New York. And they don't have this great tradition to fall back on. You know, they really don't. I mean, they don't have no tradition of winning. Nothing that matters that I know of, not in my lifetime. I mean, yeah, they had some good teams, but they always came up short, you know. As far as the Lakers, so I'm really kind of like hedging on them. You know, Dolan, he'll spend the money, but, man, you spend the money in the wrong places, man. You gave Earl Smith that kind of money, man. Earl was a train wreck. Amari, I mean, it was red flags, man. And Amari would have been a great player. But Amari had got bad knees, man, and a bad back. I mean, the boy body just broke down. I like bringing Carmelo in, but, man, you just had some horrible contracts, man. So y'all don't know what the hell y'all doing. As far as the Lakers, man, the Lakers, this is really tough for me to say. But I'm going to tell her how it is. Jim Buss is an idiot. He's emotional. He has run off all the greats. When you got Magic Johnson saying this guy is an idiot and he's running it into the ground, Magic said his own sister is like, my brother is a moron. Jerry Buss, the late great, man. I know you want to hand the franchise off to the boy. But you don't hand the franchise off to Fredo Corleone, man. The dude is Fredo. We know this, man. You didn't have no Michael Corleone, man. You had Fredo, man. Godfather. Check it out. It's a great movie, y'all, if you haven't seen it. Man, you hand it off to Fredo, and he systematically burns the thing to the ground. I mean, you run off Magic. You run off Jerry West. You hire Mike Brown without consulting Kobe. You fire Mike Brown. You hire D'Antoni, who is an idiot, right? An idiot and emotional. You give away Lamar Odom for a ham sandwich. You dangle Pau Gasol every year. Every year he got to be dangled.
He got nothing for him.
I mean, you let it go of Trevor Ariza because he wanted to negotiate. You got mad. You got mad. What are you mad for? I mean, the guy did just play a vital role in getting us a championship, and he was a young, up-and-coming player. You replace him with Meta World Peace? Like, why? I mean, it's just like you get Dwight Howard, who is obviously, his teammates hate him. He's a big goof. You know they had to practically twist his arm behind his head through his back to make him come to L.A. Kobe hated him. You knew he didn't want to be there. It's obvious the dude is leaving, but you just let him go for nothing. And that's cool. Okay, fine. We free up money. But then you don't get nothing. What is the plan here, man? You like, we could get a free agent. When? Ain't nobody coming. LeBron is never coming to L.A. Carmelo is in New York. Who we gonna hang our hats on? Kevin Love? When was the last time Kevin Love been to the playoffs? I'll wait. I mean, is he gonna turn around a franchise? Kevin Love? Kevin Love looked like the fat kid that got in shape, worked really hard, and became a good player. That's it, man. He's good. I mean, who is coming in L.A. to a game to see Kevin. We talk about Showtime. Some of the greatest the game has ever seen, man. So I got to say, man, to answer your question, both franchises are a disaster. But the Lakers do have tradition on their side. If they replace, if Jeannie, please let this happen. If Jeannie takes control, you know, she's actually smart. She knows how to build relationships. You know, she's not emotional. She doesn't get mad and give people away for a bag of chips. You know, I think the Lakers will be back first if I had to bet on that. But without an organizational shift, they won't be back. They won't be back, man. They won't be back. That's my opinion on that. What you got, man?
Well, man, a lot of what you said, man. Omar, you know how much I love the Lakers, man. And me and Omar have been Laker fans as long as I know them, y'all. Known Omar over a decade. It's my bro, man. Born and raised from LA, y'all. I grew up on the Lakers, okay? Shout out to my dad. Shout out to my Grammy. I know y'all watching my Grammy's been watching like even longer than me, okay? I'm talking about, y'all, I'm 33 years old. So when I came out, I wasn't there in the beginning stages of Magic. I saw the later Magic in the late 80s. I didn't see the beginning 80s. My Grammy had me in diapers watching Magic in the early 80s, watching Kareem back when he was the man. Big Game James and Golden.
Yeah, baby. The glory years.
Lakers, I have just been there all the way, whether it was the dark. I remember the Nick at Night era, y'all. Nick Van Exel, I was there for that. I was there for when Kobe was 18 shooting bricks against Utah, because don't get me started on Del Harris being like, well, Kobe's really great. Let's see if he can win the game, even though he's a high schooler. Good Lord. So what the hell you think? So I was there for all that. The 3-peat, Kobe's second 2-peat. We ain't talking about Smush Parker. I don't remember that era. We forgetting that.
Yeah, we blacking that out.
Man, so I love the Lakers, man. I love the Lakers. So y'all listening to a diehard Laker fan. That being said, they're both train wrecks. I mean, Omar hit it on the head right now. I mean, the Lakers, y'all, the Los Angeles Lakers. I want anybody outside of LA to name their starting five. Seriously. And I'll give you Kobe, because now I know you can't name your starting five, because now Kobe's hurt. You can't name their starting five. That I never would have thought I ever said that in my life. I mean, that's when you hit rock bottom. The Knicks are in the East. Detroit is winning games now since they got rid of Josh Smith. Man, shout out to Stan Van Gundy. I think you knew what you were doing there. Detroit wins games, okay? The Knicks are a dumpster fire. So you got two train wrecks. Man, I got to say, I'm with Omar on Phil Jackson. Y'all, I don't know about Phil Jackson. I'm going to be honest, Omar. He's a great coach, and I think he's the greatest coach of all time. We're going to get into that another day. I love Phil Jackson because he elevated everybody who played for him, and that's all I want my coach to do. Look at Oklahoma City and see a coach who can't elevate your players. So Phil Jackson is the greatest coach of all time. That being said, this is year one of being a GM. GM's completely different, okay? GM takes thinking outside of the box. GM takes making hires you wouldn't think of making. Me and Omar are going to get into the Atlanta Hawks and his town right now where he lives. I mean, who would have thought thinking let's hire that coach from San Antonio, the assistant. Let's put together that roster. So I don't know. I know Phil, if you give him the right players, he'll get the most out of them. I don't know if Derek Fisher was the right hire. I think he will eventually be a good coach, but it's hard to have a train wreck as your first go-around. So I don't see where the Knicks are getting good anytime soon. That's the one thing I'll say about the Knicks. I mean, because you're banking on somebody coming there. Yeah, you're hoping that Marc Gasol might want to come or Kevin Love, but to Omar's point, I mean, let's see how good Marc Gasol is. Let's see what Memphis does this year. Kevin Love, when are you going to make the playoffs? I'm sorry, y'all. It's basketball, okay? This isn't football where you got a 55-man. We're talking 12, and there's only 5 on the court. I've seen players single-handedly take over the game as long as I've been watching. Kevin Love, if you're the best player on the court, take over the game. So I should at least see those victories. I'm not saying you'll win 7, but I should see you man up and win a game or 2, okay? I mean, Klay Thompson last night, won a game, okay?
Hey, man, that boy Klay Thompson went burglar on him, man.
They don't say
Burglar.
Stop. I think Dre has to change the lyrics. Klay Thompson with the shot. So, yep, me and Omar probably gonna close on that. We're gonna get on Klay to wrap up. But yeah, I mean, so I don't see where the Knicks are going. Here's what I see for the Lakers. I see a dumpster fire. But Omar, we need a miracle. We gotta get a top pick, man. That pick goes away. We need that pick. So you know what? This might be blasphemous. I'm glad Kobe shutting it down. I want to lose, man. You gotta. I'm gonna say this. Y'all gonna hear me say this a lot, Omar. How many times have I told you? In the NBA, y'all can say what y'all want about tanking. You either want to be horrible or you want to be great. You don't want to be in the middle. Mediocrity does nothing for you. You don't win. You don't get better. You don't get draft picks. You want to go all the way to the bottom. Hey, y'all, I've been watching basketball a long time. Oklahoma City, you went to the bottom. Seattle said, bye Ray Allen, bye Rashard Lewis. What? 6 seed, 7 seed, 5 seed, 6 seed, 7 seed, bounce first round to getting Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook. Now you're a perennial. That's the way you got to do it. You want to bottom out. You want to get low enough to get a Steph Curry, a Klay Thompson, and a Harrison Barnes.
It's a superstar league, man. It's a superstar league. That's it.
Got to do. So, Lakers, we got to bottom out this year. We got to bottom out. Kobe's hurt. I want Kobe to come back next year to a better team. Our boy Randall's going to be healthy, so we're really going to kind of be getting 2 draft picks. We're going to be getting, hopefully, 2 very high draft picks coming in. Kevin Love, as much as me and Omar talk bad about you, you can help our team. You would be the best player on the Lakers right now. I don't know if that's worth to Omar's point, but hey, you would be the best player here. So, Kevin Love, you don't want to be in Cleveland. You don't want to be getting 13-7 and being benched in the 4th quarter. If you come to LA, Kevin, you can shoot threes all you want. You can do everything you want. Kevin, Lakers. All right, said. So, at least to Omar's point, I think neither has a plan. The Knicks and the Lakers' plan is less clear cap space. A domino has to drop. I'm not as hard on Jim Buss as Omar because I will admit this about Jim Buss. I can't say all his moves were horrible. Yeah, we got Meta World Peace, but we still won the title. We won the title after getting Meta.
So?
And yeah, we made the trade for Dwight, but I'm sorry. Everybody at the beginning of that year, Steve Nash, Dwight Howard, Kobe Bryant, and Pau Gasol looked pretty good on paper.
Now, man. You get Dwight. No.
Dwight. For nothing. You got Dwight for Andrew Bynum, who's not even in the league anymore.
Dwight didn't have a choice. And, yeah, you got Dwight, but then look at your follow-up move. We going to hire a coach that Dwight is going to hate.
Yeah, that was stupid.
It's idiotic. Like Steve Nash was the most important player on the team. Steve broke back, broke legs, couldn't cover nobody when he was in his prime Nash. Old Steve Nash to sit over there stretching his back out, man. Let me tell you this, man. When you got a bad back, it don't get better. It's over at that point. That means you're old, man. You're not injured. You're old. There's no cure for being old, man. But go ahead, man. I'm sorry. I had to cut in. I couldn't stand by and take that.
No, so everything Omar's saying, you know, like, I'm not as bad on him as Omar is on Jim Buss, but yeah, I agree with the Lamar Odom move. Pau Gasol went for nothing, okay? Look at Chicago. Pau wasn't done. We should have got something for Pau. I mean, so Jim Buss, for every good move, Omar has 2 bad ones. That's one. Me and Omar argue all the time. You know I love the Lakers, so I'm holding out hope. But for every good move, Omar's right, there's 2 bad. Now, Jeannie Buss and Jim, they did that interview together on ESPN where Jeannie said, I have the bottom line. I hope that's true. I hope Jim Buss and I hope Mitch Kuchpack come together and then Jeannie can veto, but it doesn't look like that to Omar's point. It really does not to this point. So hopefully the Lakers get it together. But, man, we're still the Lakers, okay? We're still the dynasty we always were. We're still everything we are. I mean, how many championships? Oh, we just know what we are, man. 16 championships, you know. Like, we are what everyone wants to be. You're in LA. You're where the weather is. You got the money, you got the girls, you got the nice cars, you got the nice houses. Nobody wants to be a Clipper. Nobody wants to be an Atlanta Hawk. We're going to get into that later. You're going to want to be a Laker. So I'm still holding out hope that the Lakers can turn this around. Yes.
Well, who wants to be here? Where they at? That's all I got to say.
Carmelo, I understand staying in New York. I mean, I understand that. So I understand missing out on Melo. LeBron's not coming to LA. Me and Omar agree on that. LeBron's not coming to the Lakers. Too much pressure. Dwight couldn't take it. So we'll see the next class. We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see what Kevin Love does in Cleveland. I'ma hope Russell Westbrook is like, I win a championship in Oklahoma City. I'll come back to LA, California-born Russell Westbrook. So we'll see. We'll see.
Man, if we got Russell Westbrook, man, I think we're dreaming. Russell, I don't even want to. You know what, man? Don't get me wrong. He came. Hey, I ain't got nothing to do with it. But I want him to stay out there with KD, man. I mean, that's their squad. I mean, we got to rebuild, man. That's their squad.
To Omar's point, I don't want to see KD go to Washington. I'm with Omar on that. So let's see. So Omar, you want to close out the show, man? Before we close out, shout out to Klay Thompson, man. 37 points in the quarter. I got a chance, y'all. I didn't get to see the game, man. I watched the highlights, like a lot of you guys. I watched all 37 points. Yo, he didn't score. He had 2 points in like 8 minutes to go. 9 3-pointers. Omar, what did you say about that performance last night, man? 52.
I got one thing to say. Hibachi. Klay was straight hibachi, man. Hey, I know Golden State is like, whew. Man, when they was talking about trading him for Kevin Love, and they was going to give away, who else was it? Was it Harrison Barnes too?
Yeah.
Oh, man, they would have got fleeced.
Yeah.
Dude, that team is so unique, and Klay is just now realizing how good he is, man. That backcourt, man, is a problem. And we talking about Klay. Not only does he have a fire jump shot, oh, the boy can take you to the hole and flush on you.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen him do it. I thought he was just a jump shooter. But the thing you start looking at him is the boy's got great length and size, man.
Mm-hmm.
Best defender at the 2 in the league, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Klay Thompson is coming. He's a problem. And you can't double him. You can't. Because you got to respect Steph Curry at all times.
All times.
In the parking lot. Yeah, with the crazy handle and the J from off the dribble from anywhere. Man, their problem, Klay, he's realizing, you can see it night in and night out. His confidence is growing, man. His confidence is growing. It's so when a guy has very good to great talent, but he doesn't know it. And then you see him growing in talent. You see him earning his rep, not being given the rep. He's earning his rep, man. He's earning his rep. And if you're capable of doing 37 in the NBA in a quarter, that means you are at what I call an explosive scorer.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of guys that can get buckets.
Yeah.
But then there's some guys that can explode. Mm-hmm. This guy's got the kind of game where he can get so hot you just can't handle him, man. Like the game is over. Like Russell Westbrook. He just gets to going, man, grabbing rebounds out of position, pushing the ball, flushing on people, hitting J's, and you can't control him. Klay, man, he is a problem officially. The league has been put on – that's what I call that. The league has been put on notice. Mm-hmm. You've been served by the sheriff at your door. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Mm-hmm. That's all I got, man. What you got?
What more can I say? I mean, Omar wrapped it up pretty nicely. Klay Thompson, I mean, y'all, what Omar said, people can score points at any given time. Mo Williams in Minnesota had 50, 52, I think he had. And I'm not taking away from Mo. I think Mo's a very good player. But, y'all, we know Mo Williams is a backup. So you can have a hot night. What Klay did, 9 3-pointers in the third and the 37 points, nobody does that, okay? We're talking Melo. We're talking Kobe. That doesn't happen a lot. So what that showed me is a guy that I already love Steph Curry. Me and Omar are going to get into this another day. I think he's one of the best players in the NBA right now.
Yeah.
But when you got the other guy, can do
man.
Scary backcourt. So
scary. Frightening.
That's all I got to say. So, how you want to close out, though?
Well, man, I think, I got to say, man, we killed this show, y'all. I'll put it out there. It was a good show. I wasn't feeling it at first, but once we start talking these sports, man, we love these sports, y'all. We love these sports. And all we try to do is give y'all a bit of an expression of our community and what we think. That's it. We're not saying we right all the time, but I am right 99% of the time. Little joke there, y'all. Yeah, but hey, we appreciate all the support. Follow us on YouTube, Fade to Black Sports. Subscribe, comment. We're going to be dropping more stuff during the week besides the shows. Like when something big happens, we might see video clips or whatever. Just giving y'all our opinion. Again, next week, we'll have the Blog Talk Radio up so y'all can call in. We're going to link all this stuff together, tighten it up, get us some music. We need some theme music, man. Every hero has a theme song. Remember that. But yeah, man, that's it for me, man. What you got?
I'm going to get you second. Another great movie if y'all ain't seen it.
Yeah.
Everything Omar said is right. Thanks for hanging in with y'all. We having fun. We hope y'all having fun. Come with us Wednesdays, Saturdays from 10 to 11:30 Eastern. Nighttime show on Wednesday, morning show on Saturday. Fade to Black.
All right, we holler, y'all.